Can I not have a simple landing? Why is every game I seem to play dumps me right into it, and well, at least I'm not unconscious, I guess. Okay, hey, welcome to Planet Crafter. Just as a disclaimer, I have played all the way through this planet, which is Prime, and but I did download the DLC, which does allow you to get into going to some moons and some other planets. So I thought I'd look at it, and rather than just dragging in an old save and then dumping you into absolutely everything, I thought I'd go from start to finish and see what goes on. Now, there's going to be a lot of cutting because there's a huge amount of grind in this game. A huge amount of grind, but I'm kind of okay with that. So that's not too much of a problem. But please, can I at least go, hey, we've paid you to come to this planet and do this. Yeah, you're going to be paid well for doing this, rather than being nasty. Anyway, what I've done is, rather than sticking it on a standard run, I've put it on intense. So my water and my health will go down a lot quicker. Health being, if you don't eat, you lose health. And to regain health, you eat. So that's the thing. O2 goes down quicker as well. And I think so. Let's have a look at what this has got to say. Welcome to your assigned planet. Your mission is to advance the terraformation process of this world. You'll need to generate O2 heat and pressure. First, reach 175,000 Ti or terraformation index and create a blue atmosphere. So let's get on with it, shall we? What do they want us to do first? We're going to get a backpack. We're going to equip it. T1 oxygen tank, equip that, and craft a microchip for construction. It's been that long, I'm not 100% sure exactly what we need to get for that, so let's have a look. We need a couple of bits of iron. We need some more iron, some cobalt, and some magnesium. And more magnesium and some silicon. In our little box here, we've got some water, some oxygen, and some food, and a lerma seed. Right, well, that will come later. Right. Bugger, brain cell failed. Okay, cobalt, iron, and magnesium currently. So let's go get, there's a couple of bits of cobalt here. Well, that's what we need. There's some iron. And what do I need? I need 3 bits of iron. I didn't think I need silicon. Where's my thing? Let's have a look around. And as you can see, my O2 is going down pretty darn quick. Yeah. I know. Let me get back in here. Actually, since I've got the iron, let's grab the backpack. And let's stick that on. Okay, so we still need some magnesium. So we need 3 magnesium and 2 silicon. Well, there's some silicon over there. Let's go grab that. Oop. Come on, gimme. Ah, well, there's some magnesium. Like I said, I've played this before, or at least in Humble? Prime. Humble is the new one. So I kind of know exactly what sort of things I'm looking for. Give me some ice just to make sure. Now I got to make sure I get back, because with the intense thing, you lose absolutely everything if you die. It's not like you drop a chest like this thing. Everything just gets completely and utterly deleted. Alright. We now have more O2. And so we need 1 more magnesium. I didn't know, if you look in the distance there's one over there, but is there anything closer? Let's have a quick look behind, just to make... Oh, look at that. That's exactly what we need. Right, let's grab that. Let's run back. Now this first couple of ticks I'm going to probably leave in, so you can all see just how horrible a time I'm going to have with all of this. It's not going to be horrible, I promise. At least I hope it's not going to be. What I think I should do is at least grab a bit more cobalt so I can produce some O2. Because we now need to build a living compartment. Now a living compartment and the compartment door I'm going to need. Let's not talk about this while I'm standing outside, because that's a really dumb idea. I'm going to need 3 iron, I'm going to need 2 titanium, and I'm going to need 1. Give me that while I think about this. And I'm going to need 1 silicon. And that's going to allow me to build what I need to survive. So let's go have a look at what I can get. There's some titanium. There's a silicon. So I need 2 more titanium. Sorry, 2 more iron and 1 titanium. So there's the titanium. There's some iron. And let's go grab some O2 because I still think I need 1 more iron. Now, like I said, I have played... Ooh, gimme. I have played Prime before, so I know what I'm looking at, and I know that when I kind of make this planet a lot more habitable, all of this bloody lot is going to be underwater. So I need to go over there and get a bit more high ground. So, actually I've got a bit more iron than I need, but actually that's not too bad, because that means I will be able to build myself a chest. Actually thinking about that, let's come back here, let's grab all of that stuff, and let's do a runner. Now there are a couple of chests around here, as you can see. There's a blue one over there, there's another one over there somewhere as well. I do know this, like I said, I've played this game before, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. And there's a really cool story to it too. But it takes a while to get into it. That's why a lot of what we're actually going to go through is going to be cut to buggery. Because you don't want to watch me... Well, actually, no. If you want to watch me grind, let me know. I'll give you all the grind you damn well want, but there's a lot of grind. I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of grind in this game. But then again, what game doesn't have a lot of grind? Okay, so we need to produce a living compartment. I'm going to dump that there. And we also need a door to get the bloody hell inside before we die from lack of O2. Whew! We survived. Now I'm going to need 1 singular piece of... Well, actually, give me that. I always need iron. Silicon. Because silicon is going to allow me to build a crafting station. Now, the crafting station is really quite helpful. Let's get that as close to everything as I can without screwing up. Right, let's just dump... Yeah, I've got enough there already, and we can kind of... Always going to want to take an oxygen capsule with you. Right, so we need a T1 drill, we need a wind turbine, we need a screen for the terraformation, and a blueprint screen. So if we look in our construction here, that's going to take titanium and iron. There's no point in building this if you don't have power, so we need iron anyway to build the powers so we can run with this. This will get easier later because you're going to have a heck of a lot more capable power production, which is going to make your life a lot easier. You know what? I've already forgotten what the bleeding hell... Oh, it's titanium, that's right. And we'll do a bit at a time. Right, let's get the heck back over here so at least I can not die from asphyxiation. Big word there for you. Asphyxiation. But what I'm also going to want to do is actually build this out a bit as well. So let's get that. I've got enough iron and titanium to do so. So let's do that. Oh, another thing that this thing does, you get a lot more bloody meteor strikes, which can be a little frustrating, I'll be brutally honest. Now, I'm going to need to move all of these later, but I can't move them now because I need to build the deconstruction chip. I'm not going to worry about that just yet, but a lot of this is going to get moved. Right, so I can build two. Tell you what, before I do this, let me go grab some bits and pieces. When I say bits and pieces, mainly iron and some titanium, and then we're also going to need a heater, which means iridium, silicon, and the veggie tube, which is ice and magnesium. I'm going to go grab a load of that, and then once we've got a load of that and I produce a few more boxes around, we can have a look at that. And what we're going to end up doing is having just all of the food and everything in this one, and everything else is going to be back over there. Definitely aggressive landing with all that stuff going on, isn't there? Alright, I'm going to go grab some stuff. Okay, idiot back here. I haven't crafted anything yet, but I'm starting to get low on a few odds and sods. Picked a few things up, and mainly some ice to build a water bottle and an O2 capsule. I'm going to want to build another couple of boxes. Goddamn fingers. You. Actually, let's build a couple of boxes. There we go. Let's slurp up. I don't have any food at the moment. Well, no, I do have some food. I've got some food in there that I took off the original place. It's not great food, but it'll do for the time being. So we don't need that for the time being. I actually might want to take some more with me. Now, if we look in here, we can currently only build those, but we need... Actually, the exoskeleton's a really good thing to have. Don't need it right now. There were... If you can see down there, there's a box over there. There's another box just here, and there's another box just over behind that hill there. I'm going to go collect those, and then that way I'll get a load more building options. Because, you know, there's quite a lot of stuff in those boxes. So, give me a sec. I'll be back when I've done that. Oh, phew, that almost killed me. And they managed to get back to the original bloody drop thing, drop pod. Now, there's another thing over there. Got a few other odds and sods on me. I'm probably going to fill my inventory up with what we've got here, but that's okay. Where's that bloody box gone? I know there's one around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go back and get some O2 first. Alright, we're on our last trip back out to finish off emptying that box. It's just sitting kind of over that way. Now, one of the things about these boxes is that... Oh, actually, there it is. You can see it just there. The later that you leave opening these boxes means you are going to get better and better items within. But at the beginning of the game, you need food. The only way to get food is by getting these boxes. So it's It's not a good idea to not actually up. See, look, we've got food. And look at that, we've got a blueprint chip as well. Those blueprint chips are quite important. Most of the time. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Now, oddly enough, I mean, if we look at this, right, currently we only have the wind turbine, but we will get the ability to build solar power. The odd thing about this game is that solar power does appear to work at night. Not exactly sure why. And you don't have any batteries to store power, which is a bit strange. Well, at least to me. I mean, I've played a lot of Dyson Sphere Project, Satisfactory, and quite a few other games. I mean, even Astra Medica. You need batteries to have the ability to be able to produce things. It's not like you can be producing this amount of power constantly all the time, every moment of the day. So it's a little bit weird in that respect. But hey, I don't mind because I quite like the game and the story's quite cool too. Right, so as you can see, we got a few more boxes. Most of them are... Actually, no, let's grab you because I do want you. All the food and stuff I really should keep in a separate box. Right, so we need to craft a tier 1 drill, a tier 1 or a wind turbine, terraformation screen and a blueprint screen and a tier 1 heater. Tier 1 heater, you do require iridium, that's right, iridium. So I don't have any of that yet. Just make sure I'm not making a liar of myself. But I know where to find it, so that's not too much of a problem. But if we're going to do any of this, we need power. That being the case, we need iron. Because the only power generation that we currently have is wind power. So I am going to stack a whole power of wind turbines just down here. Because you can guarantee no matter what I do, I'm not going to have enough. I should put a sign up. How many days since you lost power? Now, you might think I'm going a little over the top there. And in some respects, you might be, in some respects, right. But they only produce 1.2 per second. This guy is going to take 0.16. So, and then I've got to build these guys, which take 0.24, and these guys, which take 0.42. Although, saying that, if you're the veggie tube, you need seeds. I've got one seed. Now the oxygen multiplier of 200%. So what we're going to do first off is we're going to do the T1 drill, which is iron and titanium. And I think I just used all the iron I've got. Let's get rid of that for the time being. And we're going to go a little bit over the OTT. But now I need 3 iron. Thankfully, I do remember what the darn things look like. But, oh boy, there's not a lot of bloody iron around here, is there? Come on, guys. Ah, there's some just there. You can see it right there, and there's another bit there, and there's another bit over there as well. Am I going to have enough O2 to get all of these and get back in time? We will find out. If I die, I should blame everybody but myself. Obviously, that's the way things happen these days, isn't it? Never any personal responsibility. It's always everybody else's fault. Come on, 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 come on. And I'm going to need some food. Give me food. I can deal with that water for a little Yeah, I can deal with that water for a little while. So those guys need one of each. So let's go build 3 drills. So hold down control, not shift for some strange and bizarre reason. I'm quite surprised about that. A lot of people use shift in their respect, but this is using control. That way you can dump down more of one thing. Right, so now we need a terraformation screen. What do we need for that? So we need iron, cobalt and silicon. So there's some cobalt. Come on, gimme. There's some silicon and there's a bit of iron beyond it as well. In this game, you need a lot of iron. So be prepared to do a lot of running around for iron at the beginning. Later on, yes, no problems. You get these things that make your life a heck of a lot easier. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Don't understand why it would do that. Point it that way, that is. Right, so we are currently producing 0.8 nanopascals per second. We are revving. Absolutely revving. And we need a screen for the blueprints, which is iron and silicon. I did see there was some silicon over here, but not a lot of iron. We do need a lot of silicon, we need a lot of iron, we need a lot of titanium, we need a lot of magnesium. There's so much stuff. But hey, that's alright. I'm going to have to deal with that. You don't. Right. Now, we did... Where did I put it? Yeah, I know I need water. We did get some blueprints. So let's check out these blueprints, shall we? So if you come into the blueprints, this will tell you if you get to a certain amount of terraformation, and especially with the overall terraformation, you get a bigger backpack with more O2. And look at that, we just got a bigger O2 tank because we put those drills down and we made the... some reason David Bowie's popping into my mind right now with Under Pressure. Don't know why, but if you get these blueprints, you can come in, you can decode a blueprint, and we get boots. Not exactly helpful right now. T1 mining actually is somewhat helpful, but if we look at our wrong button, we got one more thing that we can get. T1 mining means every time you go onto the ground, you get it up quicker. But I don't really need it right now. But we now need to get heaters and veggie tubes. Because heaters are going to be a pain in the ass, veggie tubes are going to be a bit easier. So we need iron, ice and magnesium. Now I am pretty damn sure we've got a bit of magnesium. And I'm not sure about the iron. Still losing out on iron. Oh no, don't want to die, don't want to die. Dying would be bad right now. Okay. Oh, there's some iron there. Sugar. What did I need again? Ice. Just straight ice and some magnesium. Thankfully, there is an upgrade you can get later on in the game that will allow you to pin all the recipes that you want. Don't have that now. I am a pleb. A pleb with no knowledge. pleb with no knowledge that's looking at his O2 meter and going, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yay, there you go. Screw you, mate. Right, veggie tubes. The first couple of items of veggie tubes, they need to go inside. You can't put them outside. Doesn't work. Give me the magnesium. And I'm just going to end up breaking these down in the long run. And then rebuilding higher level ones. And then building them outside. Now, remember we got that Lerma seed here? Stick that in here. So if we look at this, energy. It's taking away energy. There's no growth, no nothing. So if we dump that in there, we are now getting 0.2 ppqs per second. I'm assuming that's something pascals per second? Don't rightly know. I don't know why it did that. Stop it. Yeah, bloody thing. So we're making picopascals maybe? Which isn't a great deal, is it? Now we need heat. Well, we're also going to need more of those as well, but I don't have any more seeds. And they're bloody useless without seeds. There's no point in building more than one unless you have seeds. But what we need to do is we need to go get some iridium, because we can't build these without iridium. That being said, iridium's a bit of a way away. I've got 2 iron. Now, to produce one of these and one of these, which allows you to redo your oxygen, you need 3 iron, 2 titanium, and 1 silicon. Which we have sod all of. So we need a couple of titanium and another iron. We're going to be going that way. See the mud, dirt falls over there? That's where we're heading off to. I did bring some... I should have brought some food with me, shouldn't I? I hope I don't starve to death. No, that's silicon. I need iron. Come on, you guys, give me iron. There's some iron. Now, as you go through this game, a lot more will unlock, because the more you heat this place up, the more things will open up. Yes, I know. I will die shortly. Thank you. A lot more areas will open up, and you will be able to go further and find more stuff. Hey, look at that. Red stuff. Red stuff is iridium. I'm not exactly sure what color iridium is. If anybody knows, let me know, because there's always basic colors in games like this. I mean, you look at copper and you think, yeah, kind of a greeny brown, all that sort of stuff. You look at iron, it's more of a browny, I hate to say it, rusty color. Seems a bit obvious, doesn't it? But yeah, you kind of get that. But iridium, I've never really known what color iridium's supposed to be. I just thought metallic. I mean, you think about sodium, you look at sodium, you think of salt, but sodium generally, when it's not oxidized, is silver, and you kind of think any sort of metallic element is going to be a silver color. Look at that ship. But we're not going there yet. We don't have enough O2 to get there yet. We will go there though. We'll go there and have a look and have a rummage through and see what's going on in there, eh? We have a living compartment window. Not exactly helpful, guys. I could have done with something a little bit better than that, to be perfectly honest. So we're going to be a bit low on food. Water's somewhat okay. I mean, let's put it this way. If I gather this one piece of ice here, right? And I turn that into water, that will fully fill my water scale. Food, on the other hand, I mean, watch this. Doesn't even get anywhere close, which is a little annoying. So we need to produce heaters. So we need iron and silicon. I am pretty damn sure we are light on both. Oh, we got some silicon. That's handy on the other hand, though. So what we'll do, let's see what that's going to take. We need some iron. Mutter. Where's some close iron? Bloody nowhere. Right. I think what I might have to do is go through a little bit of the early game so you don't have to suffer through this lot. Because it takes a bit of time, I'll be perfectly honest. And I don't want to keep you hanging around waiting for absolutely donkeys just to see what the bloody hell is going on. And although, if you are a masochist, let me know. And I'll just post the entire bloody video. Good thing about this though is, look, I get an extra row, which can be helpful. But now I've just used the iron that I wanted to get to build. Alright, I'm going to go do some grinding. And I'll see you back in probably 20 minutes or so. Okay, so got the basics done so far. Very bleeding little, to be perfectly honest. Look at that. Not much more row 2, because then I don't have any more of those plants to stick in any of those things. But we're getting a bit more heat and we're getting a bit more pressure. I've stuck some drills out there. I've got some heaters in here. And there's my one and only plant helping out over here. So now if we look in here, there's a couple of other things we can get our mitts on. But there's only so much that we can actually stick. I've got one more bit of room. Unless I build the tier 1 exoskeleton, which is going to require some titanium and some silicon. Actually, I didn't know that we've got that. Okay, give me that. Well, there's the silicon. I love the fact that titanium, it gets everywhere, doesn't it? Doesn't matter where you go, in any goddamn game, there's always titanium somewhere. Come on. Go. Now, what this is going to allow me to do, if I stick that in there, I get a load more stuff. Now, what I really want to do is I want to get that, which is 2 magnesium and a silicon. Oddly enough, I've got just that, because this is going to help us. And this is going to help us get more stuffs. I really wouldn't mind planting that at the moment. In fact, what I should do is I should go in here and I should put that in there, because that will give more O2 generation. See, we were at 0.12, we're now at 0.24, so that's going to help in the long run. But what we want to do, see that sucker over there? Well, you can't do anything about it unless you can actually see. And this is helpful to see. But what we're going to want is the usual, what I don't have, which is 3 iron, 2 titanium, and 1 silicon to build, well, actually I'm going to need a bit more iron as well to build some more chests afterwards. To store the stuff that I'm going to steal from what's in there. So, give me a tick, and we'll be right back with that. Alright, well, we're back with the plant again, pasted. Pasted pretty darn good, if I might say so. Now, we're over here because we want to go wandering through there, because if you want food to start with and early in the game, that's where most of the food is. But I did note there is this sucker over here. Let's go see what's in that, shall we? That's going to be helpful. Whoops. Be helpful if I hit the right button, wouldn't it? Now, I am going to need more chests that I've made in here. And one thing that kind of annoys me is that as soon as I started putting these down, the whole ground started shaking. And yeah, I want some silicon. Because there's something I'm going to want to make. Since I have the room for it now, but I don't exactly remember what I need to do to make it. But let's grab that. And I want the deconstruction. 1 silicon, 1 magnesium. Should be relatively easy enough to find around here. There we go. Because the only time you can actually disassemble something is if you have the deconstruction microchip fitted in your backpack. Well, not your backpack, your harness. Now, if we go to, see there on my tool, you've got the hammer with the cross in front of it. That will allow me then to deconstruct it. Ah, that feels better. And I'm probably going to need a couple more of these darn things. These aren't going to be around here forever, so I'm not that worried. Really, but you know, it kind of burns a little bit. Right, I do need some food, and I'm probably going to need some water as well. Some ice over there, and I think there's some ice behind me there as well. Like I said, all the food, water, and O2 goes down a lot quicker because I'm playing the intense mode. I didn't really want to. I was umming and ahhing about playing hardcore. Hardcore being when you die, everything dies. But I thought, fudge to that. How am I going to deal with that if I don't really... no. Should be okay with just carrying maybe 1 tank with me. Right, but now that I've got this, I've got my flashlight. Is this bug still happening? Bloody terrible. Alright, these guys, you see it's got the drill with the cross next to it. You need a tier 2 deconstruction chip to get into those, and I don't have that, obviously, because we've just started the game. Aha, look at these. Oxygen multiplier, 200%. This is definitely what we need. And that will give me iron. And then we've got more chips. The blue chips are usually helpful. Come on, go away, go away. Oxygen level. Oh, sugar. Come on, you stupid game. Whoo-wee, that was close. I swear, sometimes this game is out to bloody kill you. Don't really need food right now. So let's go back in here. And that's everything from there. There are new spacesuit outfits you can get. I don't know about you. I'm not one of those people that wants all that sort of stuff. Doesn't really worry me that much at all, to be perfectly honest. Well, we got a tier 2 veggie tube. That means the O2 will be going up much, much more. And a tier 2 drill as well. Right, so let's go empty all this crap out. Up we go. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. See, look, all this stuff is almost full up already. And it's about to get fuller. And by that, I don't mean anything to do with Earth. One of the things I usually do when I'm going through these places is always go left. Always go left and always come back right. Jesus, this is still screwed up, isn't it? You know, it's been like this for a while, where you constantly get caught up on all these things and you can't move anywhere. And it does not appear that they've actually sorted it yet. Alright, let's go do some emptying. And then we can sort out what we actually need and what we're going to dump. Well, not dump, but just leave at least over here. But we're definitely going to keep the iron, because iron is very useful. Right, this should be the last one. Actually, this... No, that's actually closed, isn't it? I was going to say, actually, there's one still over there to go. Come on, you rubbish. Give me that. And there was that box with another blueprint. There we go. So this place is now empty. There are much, much bigger wrecks than this, and you can get quite lost if you don't have at least some form of protocol of going, like I said, with me, is I always go left. Always go left, and if you continue to go left, you will generally always find an exit, so that's a good thing. Makes me sound like some form of freaking rabid liberal, doesn't it? I promise I'm not. I'm not a rabid anything. Well, so maybe sometimes a rabid alcoholic, but that's my... I don't think that can be counted, can it? Right, so what do we want to take back? We have just gotten the tier 2 drills. We've just gotten these suckers, which means we need cobalt and silicon, but we can get that back at the base. So we're not going to worry that, because they, look at this, 1.2 per second, 6.5 per second. And apparently these are amazing solar panels. They even work at night. Well, not that there's much of a night around here, but it doesn't matter what sort of the light, ambient light that you have, it still produces 6.5 per second. So they're way, way, way better than these useless bleeding things. So what we're going to end up doing is going and getting a whole pile of cobalt, some silicon, and replacing all of the wind turbines with these guys. Then we're going to need tier 2 drills, which is titanium and iron, not a problem. And ice, iron, magnesium and silicon, that's all around the base. Don't need to worry about that. So the only real things we're going to need is iridium and whatever seeds that we can get our mitts on. Let's turn the light off, because that's bugging me. So there's some iridium. I'm tempted to keep that. I don't need the aluminium as of yet. So that's a 200 multiplier. What was that one? It's a 200 multiplier as well, but we'll leave that there. These are more important to me. It's a 250 multiplier. That's a good multiplier. And we do want that. We want the food. I don't think we've got the grow tubes yet. No, we don't have the grow tubes yet. You can use these seeds. You can't use them to produce oxygen. You can only use them to produce food. Food is life. Like pretty much everything, really everywhere, isn't it? Don't believe that Aussie chick years ago when she said, I live on the rays of the sun. No, she doesn't. Hey, okay. Bad Ford. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. That's being nasty. Shouldn't speak ill of the stupid. Let's grab that O2 because I can drink that. Any more? Have I any food near I can munch on? Yes, give me that. Okay, so I'm going to do some ferrying, and I'll get back to you when I've got all of this sorted. All right, I will see you shortly. Okay, so I've been dumping everything from over there into here. Do I have any water? I do have some water. And I do have some food. But I've been dumping everything into things, but there's something I know from the original game. And I'm going to need this because it's going to allow me to build some O2. And I'm going to need to go this way. Now, I'm looking at making some more veggie tubes, which is going to increase the O2 pressure. But I can't get there and back without having at least some form of base sitting there so I can replenish my O2. So I've got enough stuff to do that. So off we go. Now I do know there's a whole pile of chests up there, but there was one just underneath here that is going to allow me to get some things that will help me out a great deal in the future. I'm kind of right on the edge on this one. But made it. Okay. We need to go back this way. Now, if this is the same as when I played the last one, there should be. Now, you've seen me open some of those blue crates and get some of that stuff out of there. There. Look at that. That's a gold crate. Something in here that hopefully is going... Yes. O2 multiplier 600%. That is going to allow the PPQs to go up a lot higher. Oh, I don't think I'm going to make that. I don't think I'm going to make that back there either. Oh God, please don't die. I need to keep all of this stuff. Oh dear. Come on, come on, come on. Thankfully, you can go a lot faster than this when you get later in the game. Alright, let's get back to base. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build some more O2 generators and use that 600% multiplier. Because that is huge, especially this early in the game. Okay. That is what I was after. These guys, they're not going to help me right now, but that, on the other hand, is definitely going to help me. So we need some iron, ice, and magnesium and silicon. So that sucker sucks. Actually, what I'm about to build sucks as well, but it's all I can build right now. So we had parts per quadrillion. It was like about point something or other. Now we've got 8 parts per quadrillion per second. That's going up a lot. Now we need to generate more heat and we need to generate more pressure. That being the case, we have tier 2 drills, which is going to mean that we need some more titanium. And considering we've got 6 there, for some strange and bizarre reason, we're going to need 6 more titanium. So let's see if we've got 6 titanium, shall we? Probably not. Indoor ladder. Well, that's about as much use as the proverbial tits on a bull. So we're currently producing 0.96 nanopascals. And if we look at that, That's going to produce a heck of a lot more. It uses more energy. Rather than 0.6, it's 6, but it's 1.2. So, actually, let's get this out before we start this. I've got to be honest, I don't remember putting all of these down. God damn it, wrong button. Hey, I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong before. I've never said that out loud at home, by the way. And we're run out of power, which means we're going to need some more power. Thankfully, though, we can still get O2 in here. Wrong button. So, we need iron, cobalt, and silicon. Yay, we're back up and running again. Sweet. Okay. Can we build the energy screen? We need more silicon. Oh God, we always need silicon, don't we? Right, let's go and have a look for some more silicon, shall we? I think there's some more over here. I'm pretty sure I saw some. There's some. Thankfully, later in the game, this doesn't become an issue. You end up with so many materials, it's actually having enough storage to put all that stuff in there. And once you've got the drones gathering all the stuff around and moving it around all over the place, it gets so much easier. Yay. So those are working all right. So I need a piece of iron and some magnesium. This will tell me how much power I'm producing, so it will give me an idea of what I can stick down without blowing everything up. I'll let you in a little secret. I'm not going to listen to this a lot. Yes. Sometimes you just put a whole pile of shit down and you go, it'll get there. Alright, so we are currently 8,000 KTI. Oh, yeah, that's a good thing. We got these while I was in the... Let's get rid of the silicon. While I was in that wreck over that way. So let's go see what they're going to give us. Compass. Freaking useless right now. Mining speed is quite helpful. T2 agility boots. Do we have agility boots already? Did we get enough fabric? I don't remember. There's one. There's two. The only thing we need is more aluminium. And just for you wonderful Americans out there, it is aluminium. Try not to take that to heart, okay? So this is going to allow us to move quicker. So screen transmissions, antenna. Now it's going up quite fast, isn't it? It's going up a lot faster now. We still need the progress, but we're not going to get the progress screen until we get past a certain terraformation index. Okay, one last thing for the day. One last thing for the day. Go away, you. I'm going to get some food production going. Come on. Fudge. And maybe also get some more power. What do I need? Where's the cobalt? There's that. I need 2 cobalt, don't I? Yes. Iron, magnesium, and silicon. Actually, I don't... It should hopefully be enough. So I need some magnesium and some silicon. Well, there's the magnesium. Umi, silicon, come to me. Ah, there's some right there. Hopefully this is enough to get us going. Yes, it certainly is. I'll have to produce some more of those suckers, eh? So that now is going to grow food, which is definitely a bonus. But I also want to put that Snepia seed up into one of these grow tube thingy-majiggies. But if we look at here, we've just got the tier 3 drills, which do take quite a bit more energy, another 4, and we've only got 19 available. So we were really close to being, because if we look at that, that is 19.5 and 19.44. We were right on the dot there, weren't we? So I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to bring you back in when it comes down to generating the blue skies. There will be a few advances in tech between that, but I mean, we'll get that going. But this is trying to get everything up and running relatively quickly so you don't have to deal with the massive amount of grind that starts off with this. Alright, you all take care now, and I'll catch you later.